Well, this is a very interesting video. And this is going to be kind of a quick one because I want to just get my thoughts out of this. Plus, also, it's literally 5 a.m., around 5 a.m. in the morning, and I'm getting ready to go to work. But I still want to do this video. I will post it kind of later, probably later on when I get a chance. We'll see. But yeah, as you guys kind of heard of the news, and I won't be able to go into too much details because I don't play Xbox at all, and B, I don't know the full extent of the details because of that. However, there will be two videos down below that explain the situation much more clearly. But yeah, basically, even if I don't know the full details of this, I do know is, yeah, pretty much Xbox is raising whole lot of prices. And to be fair, this video is more about the fact of how this situation is brewing because there's a lot more craziness going on. Like, it comes to the point where even a certain store. I forgot what store it was, and do put in details if you recall. But there's even a certain store that really no one really cares about. No longer selling Xbox products because they're becoming too expensive. And it's not just Xbox, of course. I mean, again, people are pointing the finger at Nintendo because ironically they're the ones who kind of started this thing. I mean, we can't really lie about it. Although it's kind of funny because, and again, I get the situation because everyone is in this board, including Sony as well. But it's kind of funny how people were complaining about Microsoft. I mean, not Microsoft, but Nintendo being bad. Um, and right now, there's even rumors they might be doing a price cut. And again, to be fair, every single game company is in this boat right now, fidgeting with raising prices and stuff. Sony is so far the only company I know for sure that is trying to stop that as best as they can because they realize the bullshit that's happening. And Nintendo, they playing their own ball game. I mean, they're the first to truly come with a true $100 game, that being the last game anyone expected being Pokemon 8 ZA, which again to this day I cannot understand why. Um, but it feels like Microsoft, on the other hand, is like literally saying, you know what, we're not chicken skin. We're gonna dumpster dive right into this thing, say F you to everything. And to be fair, Microsoft already is in hot water earlier this year because they basically just destroyed most of their creative team because they fired him. If you remember that massive layoff they did earlier, I think spring. I think it was spring or summer. I don't remember, but it was earlier this year. Honestly, the reason why I want to do this video is even though, again, I don't play Xbox at all, I don't have an Xbox. I mean, for fuck's sake, I have a Nintendo Switch. There is, of course, this is effective towards most people in the video game industry, in the video game community, more so than is just the Xbox fans, because them continuing this will cause a video game crash of some kind. Why they're doing this, I have no idea. I really don't know, other than greed. And even then, at this point, you have to question, is it really greed or they're high on shrooms? That's literally the justifiable thing to say. Because, huh? Like, greed cannot be an excuse no more with this because this is getting out of hand. This is more than just greed. This is insanity, to say the least. Um, and honestly, I don't know how I feel about it. Because again, this affects more than just Xbox fans or Microsoft fans. This is also affecting everyone of the video game industry. Is it bad or good? I don't know, but it is mostly bad because if Microsoft is doing this, what who to say Nintendo nor Sony would do this? I mean, Sony is trying to avoid that. We don't know about Nintendo because they're the Pandora box who did this shit already. And even then, who knows if that rumor about the price cuts on Switch 2 is going to happen. But for the most part, both of them are mostly, so far we haven't seen them raise prices galore. In fact, it seems like, especially Sony, they've been trying to avoid that. Meanwhile, X, meanwhile, Microsoft have been raising prices through the roof, and that's incredibly concerning to say the least, because you're basically pricing out people at this point. And there are a lot of factors to it, but even then, some of the factors once again become excuses. Like many people will be saying, "What about the trade war going on?" First of all, who gives a damn about politics anymore? And second of all, more importantly, as we kind of jokingly saw with the Switch 2 situation, I don't think this is about trade war at all. It's a very yikesy situation. And again, I can't say much. Like I said, I'll send 2 videos down below of 2 good sources. One that goes into more details about it, and the other do a better job of ranting how bullshit this thing is. But both go into good details of how bad this is, because what's also fascinating is this isn't a price rise of the console this time. It's the price rise of game services. And that's even further than the video game community, because what about other streaming services and stuff like that? Well, they start rising prices enough. I mean, YouTube already got backlash for them rising their prices from $12 for premium to $15 for premium. At least what I know I'm paying. And yeah, this is a very weird situation. I know this is a super short video, but I just want to get my thoughts out here. Try to spread the awareness that this is a very interesting situation. Although I jokingly am gonna not lie, I am reveling a little bit in the fact that it's like, oh, you thought Nintendo was bad. Look at Microsoft. But again, to clarify, even though that is jokingly thing, I am pretty straightforward to say that this is a serious situation that affects everyone, not just Microsoft fans. Although I will say, it's looking pretty good right now with Switch 2. I don't know, that might be me talking, being joking. I'm going to take the shots for that, because for the millionth time, this does affect everyone in this situation. This affect everything. And hopefully this all stops soon, because at this point, everyone's going to be priced out of video games, and that's not good. That's not good. We want this entertainment. Not to mention, a lot of jobs could be lost through this, and the fact that there's like, to the point where a video, you may have also heard of this, to a point where a video game company was bought out by a country. This is a real thing. Look it up. I'm not going to go into that details, because that's a whole can of worms store I'm not willing to open up for business. But the fact that that's happening and then some, holy crap, is a very situation. But I just want to make a quick video, talk about this. And yeah, snapping out of here. Good luck. Bye.